good day. I did pull a few cards beforehand just to see what we're dealing with. The first card out I got was F fear, because it will lie to your face. And I also kept getting the word rebellion. So you can be rebelling against social norms, which is a good thing. Just try to be your authentic self. Once again, if like you feel like no one likes you, people will like you. Just keep being you. You also inspire people to be themselves by being your authentic self. Excuse the blanket on the back. All of this could be resonating with you too, just remember that. But my cats love that blanket. It is their favorite blanket. It is no longer my blanket. It is their blanket. So they own it. I don't have any choice in that. But then also those moving boxes I was going to get showed up like that. They were about 5 times smaller than they were advertised on Amazon. So that was cool. Anyways, it may look like a mess behind me, but everything else is in nice, pristine shape. My head's not a mess. It's just my room. Well, actually, my bed's still made. Everything else. Once again, all this can be relating to you. And yes, that is a twin-size bed. I enjoy it. It is much better than a bathroom floor. But someone could have either been backstabbed, they could be going through a painful ending, and right under that we have the Fool. So this could be an Aries. If it's not an Aries, then this is after being backstabbed and having some kind of painful ending or some kind of realization on either people or some situation, you're getting a new beginning here. And then we have out the King of Wands. We've been getting a lot of masculine energy lately. But we have the King of Wands, and a horn just went off outside. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So it looks like someone's ambitious. It's like, it almost reminds me of the Five of Wands. It's like others pushing you to excel to your fullest potential. People could have really hurt you. You could have been on a down spiral or been struggling with depression, anxiety. There's so many things that we all deal with. And not one person's depression or sadness or anxiety is the same. It's very rare to find someone else that's dealing with like the same exact thing as you. So just because no one else is dealing with what you're dealing with, don't take for granted what you're dealing with. Don't think that what you're dealing with is less than anyone else that just lost everything. What you're dealing with is the hardest thing you've ever gone through. And just because it's the hardest thing you've ever gone through and not someone else doesn't make it not the hardest thing. It just doesn't. Like, I've been through homelessness, all this kind of stuff I'm not even going to get into, but at the end of the day, if I see someone struggling and the hardest thing they ever went through is losing their dog, that is still the hardest thing they've ever gone through. And that can be, I know some of you, it may piss you off, but that pain that they're going through at that time is the same as the worst pain I've ever gone through. Because it's the worst thing they've ever gone through. So try not to compare other people's pain to your pain. Just because you think someone else's pain is worse or less than doesn't make it any less hurtful. Your pain is rational. It's there because you got hurt. But you're coming out with the King of Wands after and the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like you're working on yourself. You're going to work past this and you're going to go farther than you have before. Let these little inconveniences, let people's comments, opinions being the main thing, the lowest form of knowledge, someone's opinion, affect you. At the end of the day, it is exactly that, an opinion, 444 on the clock. I know some of you have to be seeing 444 because I've only been getting that in these readings. But, and then under the Empress, we have the Five of Pentacles. which is being left out in the cold. So this could either, I'm not even going to say what it could be right now. I think we all know it could be a mother figure. If it's not that, this is something you want to birth, something you want to create, that you're leaving out in the cold, that you think you're going to leave out in the cold, but you're not. You're going to work really hard on this. Whether this be a person, an idea, a thought, you may feel like you're at your wit's end now, but you're not. You're going to get up and embody this King of Wands. And not only Knight of Pentacles, are you going to be diligently hard working on it, but it can be your job. Whatever it may be, a person, place, or relationship, you may think you're at your wit's end. For some of you, you are. That's why it's like hard for me to say this message right now, because some of you, there's someone toxic you're dealing with where it is the end and it's done. But if this is an idea you have, if this is something creative you have, then you're not done. You may think you don't have enough potential, or too many people are doing it, or you're done, but you're not done. God isn't done with you. The universe isn't done with you. You may feel like you're on the roller coaster of your life, but you're not done. It's only going up from here. Affirm it, believe it, write it down. And I don't mean just write it in my comments. Write it down on a journal. Write down your dreams and aspirations. And every morning, make it a habit with whatever habit you have, even if you're in an addiction right now, and you have to do something in the morning or anything like that. Make it a habit with whatever habit you have. I don't care what your habits are in the morning, to write 5 things you are grateful for. Start your day with gratitude. It will change your mindset. And if it doesn't change it right away, it may give you a little hint in the beginning. Be consistent with it. Watch what happens with anything you are consistent with. It will grow and it will flourish. So be consistent with your affirmations. You have a negative thought, give yourself 5 positive thoughts. I cannot speak today. I'm having a troubling time, I'm not gonna lie. I ran out of this supplement. I'm not showing it, what I like to take. I've been taking it for years. When you run out of it, it's not the best. But it helps with your neurotransmitters. So right now, mine are kind of like, So I apologize in the beginning if my words are not the best right now. I'm having problems with my neurotransmitters. That could be you too. You could have anxiety. Some of you could deal with really bad depression or obsessive thoughts. But your obsessive thoughts are a blessing. You may not see it like that now, but whatever you're obsessing on will grow. So what do you want to grow? Because you can change your mindset to whatever you keep thinking about. What do you want to keep thinking about? Because you can keep thinking about that. It's not even like programming or reprogramming our brain. So it's not reprogramming. It's something that's already natural to us from childhood through other things. Like, know that you can program or reprogram your brain to whatever you want it to be and think. Something about Australia can be significant, or someone from Mongolia and Russia or Australia are significant. I don't want to butcher it. I know Libya, it's next to Libya and Egypt. Well, closer to Libya, but Algeria, L-A-L-G, I'm dyslexic, R-E-R-I-A. Those could be significant places. Also Switzerland, if you're looking to avoid a nuclear blast, go to Switzerland. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I got channeled that so many months ago about Switzerland. And I kept getting places in Switzerland, maybe New Zealand too, but mainly Switzerland. And then all of a sudden, I see the Kardashians, which I never feel channeled to look up the Kardashians. And I look them up. And when I did, guess where they're getting bunkers and going? Switzerland. My intuit. I think that was the loudest fart I've ever heard. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It was just on the leather chair. It was loud out there for it. It was like, burr. Okay. Anyways, Switzerland. If you've been getting channeled to go to Switzerland, just go. There's bunkers all over the place. I'm trying to communicate with the people that actually know that something's happening right now. So for instance, if you're a tarot reader and you know more stuff than you should know, then maybe you've already gotten Switzerland. The worst thing we can do is panic, though, because it's literally a conscious, connected mindset that we all have. That's why so many readers are on the same pages as, like, some days. That's why all of us can be on the same page as some days. It's because we're connected to a higher consciousness. And no matter how much you want to roll your eyes at it or think it's annoying or this or that, there's things going on in our world and around us that we are all consciously connected and dealing with. I'm going to get back into tarot right now, so hold on. Someone can either be left out by a boss or in a work situation. If it's not being left out in a work situation, you being left out by someone you really loved is going to bring in some kind of work opportunity or some kind of fulfillment. Now, what's rushing into you is complete boredom. I know. Just hear me out. It's like the video where I said the devil came out to play today. He's going to come out and he's going to try to tempt you or make you bored. Work. Do whatever you have to do. I feel like I'm going to burp, so I apologize. My voice is getting really deep right now. Work hard, do self-care, cook something, clean your effing house. Someone needs to clean their house. Clean your house, do your laundry, do your dishes. I know you don't want to do it, but force yourself to. Forcing yourself to do it is going to put you in a happier, better mindset. If you keep putting off your responsibilities, you are going to continue to procrastinate and be in a terrible mindset. So if you want to feel happier, do something you don't want to do. I'm sorry, I know it sounds simple, but it is that simple. And if you don't want to do a certain project or work on something that you want to work with right away, then do the dishes. Do the laundry. Do something tedious that you know how to do, that you have to do. Because when you're done doing that, you're going to feel more motivated to do the you have to do. Even if that is the stuff you have to do. Do a little work before you put in work. Because it will make you complete the work you're trying to do. If that makes sense to you. I know for some of you it might just be like annoying and tedious and you're tired of hearing it, but like it really will help. So do it. I felt anger there, so I'm going to show you the anger. Not funny. Not a funny bone. Ace of Cups. And I was going to put this straight on Ten of Swords and the Fool. So after some painful beginning, after some painful ending, a passionate new beginning will explode. And it's going to hit you like a tower. Like I said, explosion. I felt that. It's going to hit you like an explosion. Someone's coming in that could be insecure. Or they could be getting a lot of synchronicities that they need to come into you now. Iran can be significant, or Brazil. My channeling, my clairaudience has been like tapped in lately. Like for instance, I was like trying to make something this morning and I kept getting coagulated over and over, and I had no idea what the that means. But I was making Jello. And then I go back to it and I look up coagulated, and it's like turning something from a liquid form or something into a solid. And even though it's like simple and it's just like, oh, you got coagulated, it's like, yeah, but I'm making fucking Jello, bitch. Try me. Like, I'm just saying, like, I get all these terms from just doing simple shit. And it's really cool. Like, when I got coagulated this morning, I was like, what is that? But it ended up being exactly what I was doing. So maybe there's a sense for you to listen to your intuition a little more right now. You may think it's just a coincidence, or you may think someone's doing spell work on you. Your intuition is telling you something for a reason. It's not spell work, honey. It is the divine and God coming down to you trying to tell you something. Now, if you have a paranoia in you, then I'd get it checked out. But just don't assume that the channeled stuff you're getting is paranoia. I don't know why I would be paranoid about being coagulated. But, you know. When it comes to people or going a certain direction, if it comes up enough, listen to it. If you're bad at listening to your intuition. If it comes up the first time, I'm getting H initial for some reason. If it comes up the first time, believe it. Believe it. Russia. Yes. The Ten of Cups. Okay. Like I said, when I do certain readings and I tap into stuff, it can be different readings. I know it can seem all over the place. If that bothers you, this isn't your channel. But I get very specific channeled messages, and they can go all over the place. Yes. Okay. I feel like you're supposed to be working with someone, or there's someone that's going through a very painful ending. Someone's going through a heartthrob. No, not a heartthrob. Someone can be a heartthrob. You could be a heartthrob. But there's someone going through a painful ending, and they don't feel enough for you. It's like, okay, it makes sense now. That's like the channeled song I posted this morning. She's so high above me. She's so lovely. She's like Cleopatra, etc., etc. Joan of Arc. But that's literally like what I'm getting. Like with the Page of Cups coming out and this new beginning, this person being a fool for you, a tower's hitting. This person knows that they have to come in super fast. But this is a prosperous love. A very, very prosperous love. With Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and Ace of Pentacles, you guys will be financially taken care of. And the Knight of Pentacles. Claim this reading. If you want this, if you want to be financially taken care of, or someone that's on your level, claim. Claim you are happy, you are loved. Our love stands the test of time. and nothing else will ever come above. First person to write it, I'll pin it so the other people can remember what to write, or at least write in their journal. Make sure you're like, spend at least 10 minutes a day visualizing and saying your manifestations in the morning and at night, so 20 minutes total. That's not a lot. For the 20 minutes a day you spend on negative thoughts, you can't give yourself 20 positive. Please do. I'm getting Aphrodite now. That's part of that song. Someone could think you're like Aphrodite, or you could be connected to Aphrodite in some sense. Some of you could be plus size or a little bigger, and I don't know why I feel like I have to say this, but you're definitely connected to Aphrodite. Like if you're over 140, for some reason I'm getting you are so connected. There's something about being voluptuous or beautiful. And my fit girls, trust me, just give me a second. But there's something about this softness that only a woman can have. Only a woman can have. There's a softness to you. It's a legitimate softness. Even if it's not something someone's eyes want to see at first, it's a softness that their touch cannot ignore and they want to embrace. Even if you don't like your body, there's somebody that like is obsessed with the feeling of you. That's a beautiful thing. Wow, the feeling I'm getting right now, feeling that, like someone is infatuated with the way you feel. And I'm getting this as someone that's so self-conscious on their body, like someone's obsessed with your body and they're not showing you that that's their type. But it is 100% all they want to feel. This goes for men and women. Like, you have no idea. Trust me, for me, personally, I like soft bodies. I don't like people that are, like, super toned and muscular. Even though I get that way sometimes, I know, fuck me. But I like the softer bodies. I like, I'm gonna sound like Silence of the Lambs, but I like the feeling of skin. I like a softness. But also, for me, I like a softness and hardness. I like feeling some hardness underneath, but I like just a man, being a man. Like, not trying to focus so much on their body, but their internal. That really attracts me. Someone that's more ambitious and dedicated, and trust me, you are paying more attention. Some men or women need to hear this. I feel women, but there's a few men too. Like, we're not focused on the body. And I'll say this about women that are sleeping with men. For the most part, it's like 99.9% of us, and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, but literally that if you're not in tip-top shape or you have a gut or anything, we're still obsessed with you. We are. It has nothing to do with your body shape. For us, the internal feeling of being a woman and coming towards a man is exactly that feeling. It's not about your body shape. It's about your mind and your heart. Mind, heart, mind, heart. Perfect place to start. And that rhymed. Someone will take that. Hold on. I'm not trying to smile, maybe because I feel uncomfortable or I'm a sarcastic person, but like so many of you have so many beautiful blessings coming your way, and you're just on the verge of giving up. You're just on the verge of quitting. your life, jobs, people, this and that. But it's getting rid of the things you need to get rid of so you can be on this amazing journey that you're about to step into. You think your problems are big now, they're going to be minuscule to the abundance, faith, and love coming your way. Because once you get all this stuff, there's going to be a next problem. We are living in this reality. Problems occur no matter what. Doesn't matter how much money you make. There will always be problems and issues and people's opinions and judgments and feelings. So what are you going to do with them? Are you going to let them affect you, or are you going to let them make you excel? It's up to you at the end of the day how well you want to do. Because no one has control over your emotions. You may want to believe that, but stop putting blame on others. Put the blame on yourself and watch your life magically transform. I'm not even kidding. Stop blaming others for what has happened to you. And I know that's a hard effing brutal truth, and you're like, well, this person raped me or drugged me across the country or freaking stole all my money or this or that. Stop putting blame. And I know so many of you are going to be hard to hear this, but this is a truth. If you want to get what you want, if you want to manifest, if you want to find that forgiveness so you're not carrying around that toxic thing from the snake that bit you, instead of letting that snake bite you and letting the venom go through all out your body, go through your blood and your veins, why don't you suck that shit out and you take it in and spit it out? Take the blame. Take what's going on in your life as a lesson so you can rise above it and get your fucking blessings. It's literally, it sounds like a magical recipe that will just fix things. And no, it doesn't fix everything. But it fixes a huge majority. Almost every problem you have. But trust me when I say self-doubt, lies, manipulative people, they'll always be there. If anyone just came in now, yes, the person is lying to you. But the sad reality is it's up to us at the end of the day. What are we going to let affect us? What are we going to let push us forward? Are we going to keep getting in our own way? Or do we want to forgive, stop putting blame on others, take your life into your own hands, and go kick ass, honestly? Because just like a snake putting its venom in you, hate, envy, and jealousy will do the same thing. It is a toxic cancer spreading throughout your body that will weigh you down. Do not sit there and hate, envy, or jealousy, especially hate. No matter how wrong these people did you, no matter how bad it was, forgive them. Because you're at a higher level of consciousness now, and you understood. You understand now what you didn't back then. There's a higher level of consciousness there. Go get what you want, because you're perfectly capable. I don't care what disability. I don't care what cancer. I don't care what it is you have. Well, I do. But I hope you don't let those things hold you back. If anyone's dealing with cancer, once again, I'm so freaking sorry. But don't let other people, dictate your day. Don't let other people bring you down. Cancer is, way different. I shouldn't have fucking mentioned that. But someone being envious, jealous of you, or anything like that, that is a cancerous thing. It's like a snake biting your body and letting the venom spread through your blood and veins. Suck it out. Suck that hate out. and spit it out and leave it there. Because you will be much more fulfilled after. And it's not easy. I'm not saying it is. Anything you really want out of life is not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging and difficult and hard. But how bad do you effing want it? Do you want to be happy? Because that lies in your hands and no one else's. There's a need to weigh out your options. All this stuff came out. But you have the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, someone having a hollow victory with you. This could be someone very wealthy. And also someone could be struggling or fighting with addiction. Someone could be watching you on social media. But it's up to you at the end of the day. There's always going to be people swerving in and out of your lane. And I know you hate hearing that, but it's unbearably true. Some people will never learn their lessons. They're always going to come in and out of your lane. And you may have to look at them like they are uncontrollably stupid. But that's all you need to do. Look at them. Don't react to them. Pretend it's a gift. Pretend what someone is trying to give to you, whether it be hate, envy, jealousy, anything, pretend it's a gift. Now, if someone's gifting you this stuff, would you want to accept it? If someone's trying, drama and gossip and the devil. If someone is trying to give you this hate, jealousy, envy, if they're spewing bad remarks at you, Hermit, Temperance, Capricorn, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. If someone is trying, Gemini, Lovers, someone's self-sabotaging, but if someone is trying to like completely bring you down or fill your head with negative stuff, think about it this way. One, they're self-sabotaging themselves, and you want to know why? Because what they're giving you is a gift. They are trying to hand you something inside of them that they don't want. That's it. So you not reacting, you not responding, you're not accepting that gift. You're giving it right back. Control what you react to. Because if someone's trying to give you the gift of hate, envy, jealousy, insecurity, don't respond. Because if the receiver doesn't accept that gift, it goes right back to the giver. What are you going to accept in your life? And what are you going to give? I love you guys. I have to give you another message. Wait. This one. Okay, this flew out. It's not the deck I want, but make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Someone is pissed at that. Like, really, I have to take the steps first? It's like, yes, bitch, you do. Congratulations. Welcome to life. This is how you get what you want. Casting spells. Someone could be casting spells on you, and that's why. This is why. Casting spells. The words I speak. This is actually super important. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance. You just shifted your story from lack to abundance. You just shifted your story from lack to full abundance. From victim to empowered, and from complaint to gratitude. Now when I speak to others through my words, I am casting spells. You are safe, you are blessed. You are protected, unlike the rest that are not consciously awake. There is something beautiful and great coming your way today. And if you don't see it yet, it's because you had to be grateful today. Just like in the beginning of this video, write down 5 things you're grateful for right now. They do not have to be on my video. This is something I want you to do every morning. Wherever you decide to write it, 5 things you're grateful for. It can be your coffee. It can be having fresh water. It could be anything. Write them down. I promise. We can all go through the depths of hell. But it's up to us and only us and God to get us out. Don't lose your faith. Believe. And just know that what you're being challenged with right now is for a reason, for something greater, a bigger purpose, a greater purpose. Everything is working out in your favor. Every single thing is working out in your favor, and you are fine. And things are unfolding in divine time. Believe it. Because it's true. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Grant, I'm coming to you next. I said I needed a warm-up reading. This was kind of it, but now I kind of need to go skate to loosen up my muscles. All right, love you.